What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today, got another, decently large box here to share with you guys the unboxing experience as you're accustomed to here in the channel. No idea where this one's coming from, but we are about to find out together. You may already know based on the title and thumbnail. Not sure, but just know for a fact, I definitely have no clue at this point what could be in here. So let's go ahead and fasten your seatbelt for the ride, because yeah, let's just go see what the heck is going on in here. Doing the honors today, we got the QSP Penguin. This is the traditional pocket knives exclusive here with the Ultim scales and the Ultra Savage belt satin finish blade going on, S90V. Ball lock on this one, very, very recommendable. And of course, this traditional pocket knife exclusive is really nice. Of course, this knife and every other knife that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, and all that good stuff, right, those links will be down there. All right, let's go ahead and cut through the thing, shall we? All right, cut through the chase, shall we? Bam, boom. What is that? What seems to be a big box for, what is this, two knives, one knife, two knives, one knife? Let's find out here, shall we? We got tape, we got protection. All right, very good stuff. That Warncliffe sheep's foot blade tip, putting in some work. Gotta love it. All right, it is a protected sleeve inside another plastic bag. Let's keep digging through it until we get there. And bam, here we are, Arcane Designs. This is a debut here in the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, we're checking out Arcane Designs knife, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open the thing here, shall we? Right, slightly bigger box than usual. We got the Arcane Designs logo. And if I can get this thing out, here we go. Has a nice zipper pouch to it with their logo on there. We also have a sticker. And we have a nice certificate of authenticity. This is the Plexus, right? The Arcane Design Plexus. We have titanium handles and magna-cut steel, satin finish with gray and purple. And we have the signature here on 12/1/23. Thank you for purchasing this Arcane Design product. Arcane Design was formed out of the desire to explore the unknown and discover its aesthetics. Inspired by a theme of science fiction and horror, we strive to create unique tools that balance uncompromising utility with inspiring design. We are grateful for your support and hope you enjoy this tool for years to come. Israel Bagas, owner of Arcane Design. All right, let's go ahead and make some room here, shall we? Let's see what's in store inside of this pouch. Bam, open it up. And here it is. Man, I gotta tell you, man, I've been seeing this knife all over Instagram for a while now. And I am glad finally I have it in my hands. This is beautiful. Okay, let's see. Titanium going on with the purple accents. I gotta tell you, man, those purple accents are epic. So titanium going on. It looks like we have a flipper deployment. And no other deployment method, which is strange. Feels like some thumb studs will be perfect right there, but let's go ahead and get her open. Boom. What in the world? Man, talk about some interesting looking design right here. This is savage indeed. Man, first impression, definitely digging that opening right there. It kind of matches the same sort of triangular shape going on. It's also complemented by this little shape on the handle, so you know the design is carried from the handle into the blade or vice versa. And we have a dual ground. Yes, we do. Dual ground on here, flat grind towards the front, hollow ground going on there on what seems to be a tanto, right? Call it a tanto, reverse tanto. Dual ground, tanto, reverse tanto. For the people who want to get technical, get the blade police out here. It is what looks to be a bolster lock. Is this a bolster lock? Where are we classifying this? Somewhere in between a bolster lock and a frame lock for sure. We have good access to that lock bar. Man, that is drop shotty for sure. Nice nappy action. Ooh, gotta love it. Gotta love it, brothers and sisters of the EDC community. Man, this is something different, right? From time to time, right? From time to time in this EDC world that we are in, we come across something completely different, unique, savage, bizarre. And this one checks every single one of those boxes that I just mentioned. What a bizarre yet interesting, weird, funky, whatever many adjectives we want to add to that sentence kind of knife is this. What? Oof, dropping that blade like it's nobody's business. Super drop shotty action. And yeah, that flipper is, again, the only deployment option, but it works pretty good. We got about 3 lines, maybe 4 lines of jimping. And kind of works really good if you light switch it. If you push button it, actually, surprisingly, very well. Works really good too. You have kind of like a landing ramp right here for your index finger, so that feels comfortable. The jimping is a little bit on the short side. I know this is part of the design, but you have sort of like this, you know, kind of like a cutout for your thumb, maybe, perhaps. Is that what that is? I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat, but I would have traded that for maybe a longer jimping, right? Just to be on the safe side. You do have a nice wedge at the top there, which is complemented. Kind of complements the design really, really well. And this is just a gorgeous geometry to look at, especially with that hole in the middle. Ooh, man, this is something. This is something. Definitely an out-of-the-box design, not your run-of-the-mill folder by any means. Definitely, I would say a conversation starter, right? Somebody's like, is that even a knife? What kind of knife is that, right? That is, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a loss for words here. Definitely a thick boy, feels like, without grabbing my calipers, which are somewhere in here. Not sure where. Somewhere in this mess. Here we go. Let's get a thickness here, just for giggles. Coming in at 16.7 millimeters, which is more or less 0.66 inches. All right, that's interesting. And I'm sure the blade stock, it's not necessarily a thick stock either, right? It's just a little bit thicker than usual. And the thickest portion is 0.16, right? I think the average here is 0.12 in the channel. And we have, I mean, the handles just finished beautifully. There's so many lines and angles and things to look at that just capture your eyes. I see the Arcane and the designer collaboration here, printed in the matching backspacer, which wraps all the way around. I see that the titanium scales are also hollowed out or milled from within, actually. So that's pretty nice. The pocket clip is not reversible. How comfortable is it? Well, it's actually surprisingly very comfortable. I want to say 8.5, 9 out of 10 for sure. Yep. If you do grip really hard, eventually you will feel it. That's just a matter of how hard you grip it. You know, but if you're going to do something for a long period of time, you're probably just going to wear gloves anyway. So, and from that sense, it actually feels pretty good. Again, you got to love that drop shotty action, man. Oof, that is Monica. Yeah, man, this is something. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep rambling here about how interesting, cool, weird, quirky this design is. So let's just do some size comparisons in the meantime. It is actually a little bit larger than the PM2. How about that? Obviously larger than the Para 3. Here's the Demko AD 20.5 and the new Shark Cub with the gravity scales, OS 10, affordable version of the Shark Cub. That one's going to be a little bit shorter. So is the AD 20.5. There's your Kizer Varatas and the Civivi Vision FG, right? Both are savage EDCs, no doubt. Take a look there for yourself. The Vosteed Raccoon and the CJRB Pyrite. All right, both are going to be a little bit smaller as well. And last but not least, since this is a premium knife, there's the RSKAOS and the Kunwu Chad, right? Next to the Chad, next to the RSKAOS, where you can sort of see where the Arcane design lands. But again, if you own any of these, right, this gives you more or less a ballpark where these guys are. But yeah, overall, a full-size knife. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind about that. Let's do our scientific cutting test. What are we learning about today? Informed decisions and overview of the presentation. Just got some old textbook paper here for my scientific cutting test. All right, steel on this. Again, we said it was, what the heck was the steel? Having a brain fart here. We said the steel is MagnaCut, everyone's favorite steel these days. And it's called the Plexus, right? Keep forgetting the model name, the Plexus. I'll just leave it in sight where I can see it. Okay, so yeah, definitely going through that paper there like nobody's business. I want to say the blade geometry sort of gives me a little bit of Sheriff Mangonos design. checked out a knife recently from him as well, and the dual ground portion, the top not so much, but the dual ground situation, a little familiar. Again, you know, just similarities. No copies of any kind. So nobody's saying that. Don't put words in my mouth, people of YouTube. So going through the paper there, ooh, like nobody's business. The best part is you can cut with the hollow ground, and then the rest of the flat grind here keeps doing work. Check this out. So you're cutting here, and then you can maintain the cut right there with the tip. Right, if you want to maintain a straight line, probably better off maintaining it in this section, right, from here to here. But again, you know, you can also thrust and carry a cut like that, which is pretty neat. Right. So yeah, we know it's gonna cut paper all day, every day. There's no surprise there. What about some cardboard, right? Keep in mind, when cutting cardboard, doesn't cut perpendicular, but rather at an angle like this. So it was gonna look something like this. Here we go. This is where I wish the jimping was a little bit longer, so I could get a little bit more control, maybe further up on the blade. Again, first impressions, I'm still gonna carry this thing here for quite some time before I send it forward. But yeah, a little bit of jimping further up would have, you know, would have been handy right about now. Yes, yes. Going through that cardboard like nobody's business right there. Man, that is truly something. Check that thing out. Wow, yeah. Did I mention this thing is savage? It sure is. The hollow ground is going to wedge the cut, and it's going to cut really, really well. Now you're probably wondering, what about the flat portion? Well, the flat grind portion, it's going to cut just as well, right? You're probably not going to use it for that, but if you needed to, it's going to cut just fine. So there you go. The Plexus from Arcane Designs. Let me know in the comments, guys, how sharp is this guy on a scale from 1 through 10, right? You guys let me know. What a savage, weird, bizarre, yet so interesting looking piece of art we have here. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of YouTube. This is the, again, Arcane Designs Plexus. Awesome, awesome, interesting premium knife. Magna cut steel with titanium scales. Loving the purple accent on this thing. It's looking like nothing else out there. Just a weird, yet so savage and attractive design, right? I'm definitely a huge fan. I'm just going to say that right now. Really digging this. You know, it's definitely unique in its own way, in its own right. And it looks, in my opinion, unlike anything out there. Again, this portion right here, about this much, right? If I cover the rest of the knife and I show you that much, that's what gave me Sharif Mangana's, I forget the model of the knife. That's what gives me vibes of that knife, only because I checked that one before this one, right? Chronologically and time-wise. So there's a video for that knife in the channel already. So if I cover the knife like that, it sort of resembles that knife. But again, it's basically its unique own knife in its own way from there. So just a small resemblance, right? When you have seen so many knives and so many models and things like that, you know, some things kind of start blending in a little bit. But this thing is just weird and unique in its own right, in its own way. And loving the action, right? Just kind of wish it had some more deployment options. You know, I would think you could probably, yeah, I can't even slow open it, even with that available hole there. Can you reverse flick it? I did scratch my nail multiple times, but no, that's not option. That's not an option. So there's a flipper only. So if I was to get a nitpick a lot, probably adding some more deployment options would be in the menu for me as far as feedback goes. But again, that's just being really nitpicky, because everything else just feels like for the right audience, for people who are looking for this kind of thing, this is definitely right up their alley for sure. So definitely check it out. This guy's going to be linked down below, you guys. Just like any other knife that you saw in this video, check prices, availability, variants. By the time you're watching the video, I would have already linked to everything down there in the description and the pinned comments as well. If you got value out of the video so far, smashing that like button really goes a long way. Also, if you like knife and EDC content like this on a daily basis, please do consider subscribing. I promise you'll be worth coming back for more. And if you want to support the channel a step further, there's a link below for Patreon, or you can simply support the channel right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You would not be disappointed. You'll get access to exclusive perks. Check out the video on your left there for the Vosteed RSKAOS, or the video on your right here for the Kunwu Chad. Right, those are other premium knives you probably should check out as well if you're looking for a premium folder. If you made it to the end, you are the real MVP, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Love you all. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.